Oh man. And that's why he wasn't using them. He was waiting to clear the ramp. Ever so patient. And no, I do not mean to reference the Korean Protoss player. Now with the wall being, the queen wall being broken, he will just freely move it around. With his lings, and banelings, he will get the last queen. With that queen falling, I don't really see how DRG is supposed to get out of this situation. This is a nightmare for any Zerg. And this is basically what makes ZVZ still a volatile map. Or matchup. This doesn't happen every game, but it happens often enough. Tech. There we go. And now on to game 2 of Sue versus DRG.
Right.
What did you think of that game?
Pretty straight up victory. I didn't see that much to report.
Another one of those when cheese fails?
Yeah.
Today has just been an informational on cheese. You've seen failed cannon rushes, you've seen failed bunker rushes, and you've seen failed 8 pools. What else do you need? Get that, a failed cheese for every race.
Wow.
I mean, I guess this is the 13th episode, so... What better way to celebrate conspiracies, superstitions on Pi Day? Oh, I like this. Use medevacs to support large infantry groups. It's a ZVZ.
Oh, lovely. There's absolutely no differentiation.
Well, normally there is, but apparently it doesn't. It's not in effect when you're loading a replay.
Oh.
If you'll introduce our first player.
Alright. Spawning in the loading screen. No, spawning in the top right, the red Zerg, Don Aiur.
Hailing from Korea, our orange Zerg, you have Sue. Oops. There we go. My sister says that Carbot drones are also cute.
Not, they're not as cute as Zerglings.
No.
The hedges are kind of cute in Carbot.
I kind of want to name it Trigon.
Trigon?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Trigon is such a terrifying character in DC Comics, but
like naming a kitten Caligula.
yeah, that's the idea.
Or naming a cat Azrael.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you're supposed to be cute. Why were you given some name of death and despair and doom?
It's not as bad as naming it Thanatos or something.
Trigon is pretty bad.
Yeah, it depends on the version of Thanatos.
Yeah. So it looks like DRG is done cheesing. He tried it once, said it was useless, and moved on. Sue is actually gonna go for what was that? 14 pool? It was a 14-14. This is actually his bread and butter build for ZVZ. Nothing wrong with it. Or opening, rather. Sue is kind of... he's not like Soul Key level of like does the same thing every game, but he definitely has a default. Like, Bomber doesn't have a default. If you play Bomber, you don't know what you're playing. Ever. But if you play, like, Rain, or, Jokji, or Pult. Those players, usually, you'll get pretty consistent what am I looking for? The opening will usually be the same. So, things won't be too
unpredictable.
Yeah. So, since DRG went hatch first, his natural will finish marginally faster than Sue, and he will have a slight economic lead. It kind of evens out, though, because Sue's queen finishes earlier, and therefore he gets the inject off faster, and so then he gets his 4 larvae coming out of their baking oven at an earlier interval, so mathematically it's all about the same for the most part. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say baking oven, go watch Carbot. So these 2 lings from Sue are not going to get anything done damage-wise, but they will get all the scouting information. Isn't there a, like, all of the something meme? Do you know what I'm talking about? There's some meme, it says, like, all of the da-da-da.
Yes, the all meme, all the things.
All the things meme? Okay.
Yes.
So, these 2 lings have just gotten that in the area of scouting information, which basically isn't much because it's so early in the game, but hey, it's something. It was funny, Michael was telling me about this friend of his, and she often says all of the people, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so she talks like the meme. And he had no idea what I was talking about. Like, I'm sure that's a meme.
Yes, it's a very common meme. There's even Avengers variants.
Ooh. I think I can hear the squirrels when they run on my roof.
I hear that too, and it really freaks me out when I have my headphones on and I'm writing and listening to music, and then take them off and hear something running on the ceiling. Just, yeah.
Like, I've been sitting here hearing that noise on and off over the past couple days and asking myself, what on earth is that? And it finally just occurred to me that the tree hangs over the rooftop, so it's probably squirrels. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of lings actually from Sue. Are we gonna see more Ling Bane? He does have a Baneling nest down. So that delayed Ling Bane that we saw last game is gonna come again. This time DRG is not as far behind. He has a spine crawler already starting